Hello, this is Lee Anthony Davis here on Sunday, the 14th of June. It's day 4 of World Cup 26. Yes, on my World Cup 2026 YouTube channel, what's coming up? We've got World Cup final score, followed by sports report, group tables, look at tomorrow's matches, and also we've got the contender section with some more added variation. And also I've got the quiz question section, and of course the news and weather. So join me now for World Cup final score. Group D, a late result from yesterday, Australia 2, Turkey 0. In Group C, Haiti 0, Scotland 1. And in Group E, Germany 7, Curacao 1. And finally, Group F, Holland 2, Japan 2. Right, let's have some sports reports, starting with Australia and Turkey. And we start with Group D. Australia hoped to make the knockout stage for the first time, came up against former Cup semi-finalist Turkey in the opening game in Group D. And it was Turkey who applied most of the pressure with shots from Orkun Konka and a chance from Arto Kalu, who hit the shot straight at the Aussie goalkeeper. Then suddenly Nestoroy Kunda latched onto a through ball to shoot past the Turkish goalkeeper in the 27th minute to give Australia a sensational 1-0 lead at half-time. Then in the second half, Turkish midfielder Verkaci hit the bar, but it was Australia who took the initiative through Connor Metcalf with a sensational shot past the Turkish goalkeeper and that meant that Australia, for the first time, have got their first 3 points in the World Cup, and also they join America at the top of Group D, which is unlikely to begin with the World Cup, but they have, like other teams that you thought weren't going to do well, are now shaping the world football scene. So Australia, congratulations to them on beating Turkey 2-0. Right, moving on to Scotland now, and their Group C match against the underdogs Haiti. And the Tartan Army kicked off their account with a 1-0 win against the underdogs Haiti. Haiti was always on the back foot, but managed to hold out until Scotland's Ben Gannon-Doug, who crossed the ball, and Aston Villa's John McGinn was waiting on the edge of the box to fire home in the 29th minute and to give Scotland their first victory since Norway in 1990's World Cup. And with Brazil and Morocco slipping up with a draw, that leaves Scotland to go top of Group C with 3 points. Fantastic. Congratulations to Scotland. Right, now moving on to our third report with Germany versus Curacao. Germany in Group E had no trouble disposing of Minnows Curacao, winning the match 7-1. With goals coming from Felix Nemcha as early as the 6th minute, but Curacao were in dreamland when Livano Camachia made it 1-1 in the 21st minute. But it was short-lived as Germany piled on the pressure with goals from Schlotterbeck, Kai Havertz, who scored 2 goals, Masala, Brown and Undav. And in Group E, Holland and Japan shared the spoils with a 2-2 draw. Right, I'll give you a report on that tomorrow. Looking at the group tables, we start with Group D. The United States are top of the group along with Australia, and Turkey and Paraguay are still got to get their first points. USA, Australia, Turkey, Paraguay have played 1 game. USA and Australia have won 1 game. No draw. Turkey and Paraguay have lost one each, have both lost one, and the goal difference keeps America on top of the group with +3, with Australia on +2, and then you've got the minus on goal difference, Turkey -2 and Paraguay -3. So the points is USA top of the group with Australia with 3 points, Turkey and Paraguay on no points. Right, moving on to Group C, and Scotland sensationally topped the group as Brazil and Morocco slipped up yesterday with a 1-1 draw. So Scotland topped the group, both all played one game each. Scotland's the only team to have won in the group. Brazil and Morocco have got a draw, and no teams have lost except Haiti, and the goal difference sees Scotland with 1+ goal. Brazil and Morocco with a 1-1 draw cancelled their goal difference out, and Haiti is -1. So Scotland are top of the league with 3 points. Then comes Brazil and Morocco on 1 point, and Haiti at the bottom with no points. Looking at Group E, Germany lead the way with their emphatic 7-1 win against Curacao. Yet Ecuador or Ivory Coast have yet to play. They're playing tomorrow. Curacao fill in at the bottom of Group E with -6 goals, and Germany +6 goals. So Germany top of the group with 3 points, with Ecuador and Ivory Coast yet to play, and Curacao no points. So moving on to Group F, and we've got Holland and Japan leading the way at the top of the group, but Sweden and Tunisia play later on today. Nobody's won, 2 have drawn, as you know, Holland, Japan, and of course no teams have lost. There's no goal difference because Holland and Japan cancelled each other out with a 2-2 draw, so they stay 0-0 on goal difference. But Holland Japan probably will go down to the wire if it remained like that, with no separate goal difference. So it would also go with I think, as I said earlier in my rules of FIFA, that it would go down to ranking points, or who's higher than the other. It's in the rules, even though it's a terrible way to go out. But that has not happened yet. So anyway, Holland and Japan at the moment are leading the Group F until probably tonight, when either Sweden or Tunisia win. Right, let's have a look at tomorrow's matches. In Group F, we'll be going to America at the Monterrey Stadium to watch Sweden, as I just mentioned, against Tunisia. You can see that match played live on ITV at 3 a.m. Meanwhile, in Group H, in America, Atlanta Stadium, Spain take on Cape Verde, the rank outsiders as well, another minor team. They'll be playing at Atlanta Stadium at 3 a.m. in the morning, live on ITV. Meanwhile, further down in America, we go to Miami Stadium to watch the game between Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. They'll be playing at 11 p.m. live on ITV as well. Then we go to Group G, and we head off later further down the field to Seattle Stadium to watch Belgium and Egypt. This match is live on BBC One at 8 p.m. Excuse me. Group E. Staying in America, we head off to the Philadelphia Stadium to watch Ivory Coast take on Ecuador at midnight on BBC One. That will be roughly on the date today is the 15th, the 14th, 15th. You'll be able to see that on the 16th, would you believe? Tuesday, early hours of the morning, because it's past 12 midnight, tells you that we're into the next day. So you can see that on the 16th in the early hours of the morning. That's what 12 midnight would mean. Okay then, the contenders section. This is something new I brought out yesterday. For the quickest goal, the longest goal, and the Golden Boot Award. These are the players that have scored the most goals. So let's get on with it. The quickest goal has now been occupied by the German Felix Netscher, who scored the quickest goal in 6 minutes against Curacao. Now, moving on to the longest goal, and that was scored yesterday by the American Giovanni Reina in the 98th minute. That means 90 minutes plus 8 minutes of injury time to play. So that's the longest goal, 98 minutes. The Golden Boot contenders are a new leader at the top of the board, Kai Havertz of Germany. He's the only one to have scored more than one goal. He scored 2 goals, with Julian Quinons of Mexico with 1 goal. And then you've got Raul Jimenez with 1 goal, Im Byung Wang of South Korea, 1 goal, Hong Wengu, 1 goal of South Korea. And then, of course, Kai Lauren of Canada with the same, 1 goal. Right, moving on to the top team that has scored the most, and we all know who it is. It's Germany. They beat Curacao 7-1. There might be more goals to come with some of the other minor teams playing in the World Cup. So interesting times ahead. And the worst team to concede most goals, Curacao, with 7. Right, okay then, here's a quiz question from yesterday. I wanted to know how many goals has Maradona scored in the World Cup between 1982 and 1994? And I gave you 3 possible answers. Was it A, 6 goals? Was it B, 8 goals? Or was it C, 10 goals? And the answer was 8 goals. Now, the remarkable thing is, Lionel Messi of Argentina, I think might be playing, maybe coming on a substitute. He was the hero 4 years ago. That won them the World Cup. He's on the same amount of goals as Maradona between that period. He only needs 1 goal to hold the record then. But he shares the record with Maradona at the moment. So it could be broken. Right, moving on to today's quiz question. Quite a simple one. How many times have England qualified for the World Cup? How many times have England qualified for the World Cup? Right, that's it from that. We move on to other sport in tennis. British number 1, Emma Raducanu, lost to Donna Vekic in the final of Queen's earlier today. She lost in 2 sets to the Croatian 6-love, 7-6, but said it's a good warm-up for the Wimbledon Championships in 2 weeks' time. Other news, oil prices slide after Pakistan announces a deal between the US and Iran. Right, looking at the weather, this morning will be mostly cloudy with a break in the clouds with some sunny spells, but later on this evening could become cloudy with some spells of rain. Right, that's it for today. I hope I've entertained you, whether it's farcical or not. But the main thing is, I keep you entertained and you enjoy it. It's only fun, remember. Do not take me seriously. Do not take yourself seriously. But I'm here to report what I can in information. Obviously, some of the information that I pass to you is maybe a little bit out of date because all other matches have already taken place. But you've got to remember, I recorded this at the particular time before any of that happened. So you can understand, even the matches like Holland and Japan, I didn't get the reporting in time, so I'll have to do it tomorrow along with the other matches that I'll be reporting on. So anyway, that's it. Join me tomorrow for another of my World Cup 26 YouTube countdown. YouTube channel. That's it. YouTube channel. That's what it's called. Right, okay then. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your valuable time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.